That's fine with me.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
Okay, so you guys know by now that Lonnie Walker is gone, but it gets worse. He's gone to our worst enemy. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I think that this is a A1 tweet here. Please follow me on Twitter, okay? Just follow me on Twitter. This is A1, okay? I'll let you read it. I'll let you read it to yourself. This is an A1. It doesn't get better than this. This is an A1 tweet right here. It's A1. It's the best. It's the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest alive. This is good. Anyways, okay, all right. That's besides the point. All right, Lonnie Walker. Okay, let me calm down. Lonnie Walker, he is going to the Los Angeles Lakers on a 1-year, $6.5 million contract. Now, obviously, this is a betting on myself scenario. There's going to be a lot of eyes on Lonnie Walker being with the Lakers. Everyone is, well, if you're a Laker fan, you are, pulling for the Lakers to be in the playoffs again, and they're pushing hard to try to make that happen. So I understand it. I understand him taking on this contract, and yeah, it makes complete sense. Now, some people have argued that, well, watch him go to the Los Angeles Lakers and be phenomenal and be great. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people that do this, especially it's Spurs fans that do this, a lot of times they see players go somewhere else and be mildly successful and start to point the finger at the San Antonio Spurs. It happened with Kyle Anderson, in which Kyle Anderson went to the Memphis Grizzlies, played great, and then people started saying that, you know, the Spurs held him back, even though his stats the last season with the Spurs were merely the same when he went to the Grizzlies. But that's besides the point. But I'm sure that same thing is going to happen with Lonnie Walker. If he has a showing out party, people are going to talk about, you know, wow, the Spurs just didn't give him a chance. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very patient, okay? I'm a very patient person, but my patience ran pretty thin with Lonnie Walker after a while. I kept hyping it up like I really think he could be, but man, it was just a matter of consistency, and he was not consistent. And even throughout the years, people could argue that we didn't put him in the right position to win, but I call BS. The San Antonio Spurs put him in so many different roles through the years for him to try to succeed, because he was good at quite a few things. Like, he's a good facilitator as well. But you know, so they had him be a facilitator in 2020, 2021 quite often. And then 2021, 22, this past season, Pop just basically said, look, come off the bench, you're a spark plug. That's all we need you to do. Just be a spark plug. Just go, just shoot, just score. And you can see that his stats actually suffered from that. Field goal percentage went down, 3-point percentage went down. And then as far as points, it only went up 1. He was basically the same player. He's been the same player for the past 3 years. Now, a change of scenery can do a lot for a player, but all I'm saying is, let's not try to have revisionist history if Lonnie Walker does or is successful with the Los Angeles Lakers. Kudos to him, that's good, but when it comes to the Spurs, he was always inconsistent. Another thing I want to bring up too, he did get better as the season went on, especially around the Derek White trade. So as you can see here, Derek White got traded on the 13th, and then he went on, you know, kind of a tear, 21, 17, 23, 22, 22, 30, and then he got a little inconsistent again, but I think it was an injury here, something happened there, and you can see he became inconsistent again. But overall, if you watched him, he did play better later on in the season, so he got it going a little bit. But I was always kind of skeptical of that, and I was always just kind of weirded out the fact that he got better later on in the season when it got closer and closer to free agency. I'm not trying to get into his brain or anything, but I don't really have to, because this, to me, I hated this. And this is why I don't care, where a lot of people start to say that, are you going to do a video on Lonnie Walker and start, do a song for him like you did DeJounte or like you did Derek White? No. I just don't care enough. Because after the play-in and we got destroyed, okay? Lonnie Walker, he went to Twitter and he started liking a plethora of posts about how he should have just played more. But the one that kind of got me the most is the free Lonnie one. Now, I did come back on this and I was like, look, I'm not just going to condemn him completely for this, but I also understood that this isn't a good look and this wasn't a good thing that he started liking out of nowhere. And I found it so strange because it was out of character, but he did it right before free agency. So it was just, I don't know. It was just kind of weird for me. I didn't really like it. And one thing as well, and let me see if I can actually find this one once again. A1. This is A1. Okay, follow me on Twitter. A1. But let me see if I can find it because it just came to mind. And I was gonna bring it up, but I completely forgot to bring it up. So, but one thing about here it is. So this is what Brian Wright had to say about the Lonnie Walker situation. So about pulling Lonnie Walker's offer. I think the way the draft played out kind of changed the trajectory. Oh my God, trajectory of our roster and made the opportunities a little bit different than maybe they would have had the draft gone a different way. So it's pretty funny because we've been saying this over and over, and now it's like confirmed that the draft basically kicked Lonnie Walker out the door. And a lot of people have said it's Malachi that kicked him out. I think it's Blake Wesley. I think it's absolutely Blake Wesley because as far as playing style, he's closer to Lonnie Walker, but he might be just a tad bit more athletic. At the very least, he's faster, and he has more confidence. So yeah, I felt as if Blake Wesley was the one that kind of kicked Lonnie Walker out the door, and it's pretty much all but confirmed here from Brian Wright that is definitely the case. So look, I'm not butthurt about Lonnie Walker being gone. I hope that he plays fine with the Lakers, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, he's an op now. He's an op. When we go against the Lakers, I want us to absolutely obliterate them. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't care for a great season this season. Okay, obviously we on that tank. We on that tank right now. But I want to absolutely demolish the Lakers. And I want to demolish Lonnie Walker. Pause? Is that a pause? I don't know. I guess it's a pause. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to relay this information to you guys, let you know how I feel about the situation. But I just don't have a lot of feelings towards it too much, especially how this past season ended. I just kind of... I digress. But anyways, if you guys want to support the channel, only $2 per month, Patreon, YouTube, links below. Until next time, man, deuces.